His beaver cap and his chicker tail. Let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a comfort measure.
Aficionados
Shine the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panorama. He likes to impersonate Walk-On.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here, and today I'm going to be talking about not one, but two anime titles that come to us from FUNimation. I actually intended to do this review a while ago, but unfortunately with the BabsCon trip that I needed to take, I didn't have a lot of time to both watch a lot of these or just do a review in general. So I was very busy, so I apologize in advance if this is a little late, but I hope you enjoy the review overall. And today we're going to be talking about Psycho Pass, parts 1 and 2 of Season 1. And unfortunately, we're also going to be talking about Dragon Ball Z Season 3 on Blu-ray. And I'm not looking forward to it. Now first, let's talk about the really cool series that we have here. This is Psycho Pass. Both volumes, as I explained. Volume 1 has Season 1, Episodes 1 to 11, and Volume 2 has Episodes 12 to 22. Now, I'd actually never heard of this show, but I heard really great things about it. A lot of people, when I talked about that I was going to review it, were actually looking forward to it, and have said it's a great show. And you know me, I'm not a big anime person. I don't watch every single anime that ever comes out, and I'm very picky with it, so it has to grab my attention with the first few episodes in order for me to get hooked. And I don't know what it is about Psycho Pass, but it broke me. This is the first anime since Cowboy Bebop, honestly, where I was hooked with the first episode. This is a really, really good anime. And I was genuinely surprised because it looked like nothing special. I mean, don't judge a book by its cover, obviously, but I didn't expect a whole lot from this. I thought it was just going to be just a generic anime action series, but man, was I wrong. This anime is just really, really engrossing. Again, from the first episode, I was already hooked. It has a great story, it has great characters, it just has a great environment, and it reminds me a lot of Ghost in the Shell, and that shouldn't surprise anyone because it's actually from the same studio that made Ghost in the Shell. Now, a lot of anime people, and probably, hopefully, a lot of animation enthusiasts and film fans in general will know that Ghost in the Shell is an incredible film. I actually own it on DVD, and believe it or not, a fan had actually generously gave me a bunch more Ghost in the Shell DVDs right here from Australia. I apologize, I'm probably going to get his name wrong, but if I recall correctly, his name was El Nero Diablo. If I am wrong on that, just correct me. I'm sure you're probably watching, but he actually gave me the Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex collection. I have yet to watch all these, but I am looking forward to it because I am a big Ghost in the Shell fan, and I haven't seen the Standalone Complex series or the movie, so I look forward to checking that out. And I'm definitely more hyped after watching Psycho Pass because it just reminded me why I like Ghost in the Shell so much. So if you're into things like Blade Runner or Ghost in the Shell or even Cowboy Bebop, this show is right up your alley. And apparently there's going to be a movie as well as a second season, so I'm looking forward to checking out the second season, and I really hope the movie actually happens because consider me hooked. I'm really loving the show, and I can't wait to finish it. I'm already on episode 20, so I've only got 2 episodes left, so I highly recommend all people, anime fans or otherwise, definitely check out this show, because it's a real treat. Now let's talk about the thing that I am least looking forward to discussing, and that is Dragon Ball Z Season 3 on Blu-ray. Now, I'm sure a lot of you who've been watching my videos for a long time know my feelings about this, well, frequent release schedule of Dragon Ball Z on Blu-ray. Now, I emphasize, I love Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is one of the most nostalgic animes for me, period. It's one of the things I used to look forward to every time I came home from school. The thing that disappoints me with these Blu-rays, as I've emphasized, is that these are restorations done horribly wrong. You know, they're very similar to the Orange Brick sets. A lot of people complained about the Orange Brick sets because they cropped the video from 4:3 full screen to a widescreen aspect ratio and added digital noise reduction. They did the exact same thing here. So essentially, it's just Orange Brick thrown on a Blu-ray. Arguably, in my opinion, I think they're worse than the Orange Brick set. But, you know, there's a lot of people who disagree with me. I know a lot of people who are completely buying these sets. Well, I envy your ignorance, I suppose. I can't support these releases, and before anyone asks, I don't buy any of these things. These are sent over by FUNimation. I don't even know when and if I'm going to get any of these, but they do show up, and I do intend to review them, but I emphasize to all Dragon Ball Z fans, you really shouldn't be supporting these releases. I don't even know how well they're selling. I mean, they're pumping these out so quickly, I don't even think that the sales are really warranting these. I think they're just trying to get them out as quickly as possible and try to make a buck or something. It really boggles my mind that they're still making these and they're still horrible transfers. It's really mind-numbing, and it's really disappointing because Dragon Ball Z deserves so much better for high definition. They look great with the level sets, and I really wish they would just start doing those again. Those were great Blu-rays. I don't actually own them because unfortunately they're long out of print and they go for a lot of money. So that's the big problem, is that the quality Dragon Ball Z box sets are really expensive because they don't make them anymore, and the only ones that are readily available are of lower quality. If you want us to give you our money, give us a solid product. They should not be cropping them to widescreen, and they should not be scrubbing out grain and calling it high definition. That's just half-assed and lazy. So overall, I don't recommend this set. I don't recommend anybody get these sets. But again, I know a lot of people are buying these releases and don't have a lot of problems with them. Good for you. I understand, you know, your point of view is exceptionally valid. You're entitled to your opinion, but I personally can't support them. And that's all I have to say on that. So that's my review of the Psycho Pass Season 1 Parts 1 and 2 and Dragon Ball Z Season 3. Overall, I highly recommend Psycho Pass. It's an amazing anime, just an amazing TV series altogether. It's a must-see for all people who love science fiction, action, thriller, just that style altogether. And I don't highly recommend Dragon Ball Z Season 3 on Blu-ray. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, definitely hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to keep up to date with all my video projects, you can like my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/aficionadoschris. You can follow me on Twitter, which is @aficionadochris, and support me on Patreon by clicking this link right here. Thank you for watching, and be sure to also check out my 2 previous videos.